Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to episode 6 of The Letter. Last episode, Ash is trying to bang me. I don't want it. Let's just get right back into the game, shall we? Yes. Back to this. Let's check my journal. I just don't want the new stuff there. Let's check our relationship status. Oh, I don't want to bang people. Please no. Isabella, we have 0 with. Hannah, we haven't really talked to. Zachary, we're great. Mariana, we're still there. Rebecca, we're a little below. Ashton, we're way above. But we don't want to bang him. We don't want to bang any of these people. Let's continue. But right now, I could thank him in the best way I know. Ah, yes, I ended off on a decision from last episode. Will anybody in the comments let me know what I should go with? Absolutely not. So I can either go with you're not bad at all, or you could be nice when you're trying. I'm gonna go with you can be nice when you're trying. Because, I mean, he's not terrible, but sometimes he's just piece of garbage. Let's be honest. So we will go with that. I close the short distance separating us and give him a light punch on his arm. I have to hit the auto button again. The gesture of familiar in place of phrases one can spin together or answers too early to seek out.
See, you can be pretty nice when you're trying.
I am nice.
When you're sleeping, but thanks for this.
Don't go losing it. It brings bad luck if you do.
Wait, are you serious?
I knew there's a catch. This asshole.
Yeah, that's what they say.
You did this on purpose, didn't you? Oh, I should have known.
I think Isabella
Not entirely.
overreacts.
But seriously, if anything happens, tell me. I'll be around.
No. Before leaving, he waves at me one last time. He's back to teasing me, back to our usual routine, back to where we're comfortable with. But for all that, I believe in him. I just hope I can keep them safe. Keep him safe. A light wind blows again, sending dried leaves swirling in the distant smell of earth into the air. For the first time, the sunlight feels less harsh. Maybe a walk is good. I need to visit the grocery too. Come to think of it, wasn't there an art store that opened recently near the park? ... The cat's name is Bartholomew, or at least that's what his collar says. Berthiel, I don't know. It's an odd name to give a cat in my opinion. Berthiel, I don't know. But it speaks grace much like the one that carries it. It shows that it's the one he swishes his... I'm not sure what he finds fascinating me, to be honest. It wasn't that very picture of grace when he found me, after all. It was a bad idea, carrying 2 heavy bags of newly bought art materials and groceries without help or a sure ride home. In hindsight, perhaps I shouldn't have bought all these at the same time. I didn't even make it past the park. And now I'm suffering underneath the glaring afternoon sun, hunched up on a park bench and drenched in sweat, company of a cat curiously watching my every movement. I hope it stays where it is. It's just a black cat, but back at home, they're considered ill omens.
Don't look at me like that. I can act graceful as well if I want to.
Not that I've ever acted graceful in my life, of course. Growing up with rowdy younger brothers and a sister does that. Or maybe it's the opposite. Mama used to call me a little troublemaker before. Well, graceful or not, there's no use moping. Short breather and then I'm off home. Besides, it isn't like the company's bad, even if it's a cat, as long as it doesn't bite or crosses my path.
Where's your owner, anyway?
He has one, doesn't he? An owner. That's where the collar's from, isn't it? Bandage is wrapped on one of its paws, though. I wonder what happened to it. Did he run away?
Well, if you don't have one, I won't be able to take you in. My apartment doesn't allow pets. I tried to bring one home before, a cat. Not black, of course. And Rebecca threw a fit before the landlady could.
Take a small packet of sweets from one of my bags beside me and pop it open. As I'm about to put one into my mouth, he meows. My hand stops.
Do you want one?
He doesn't meow again as I'm expecting him to, but I take his unblinking gaze as a yes. I sift the piece to my palm and hold it out to him warily. He sniffs at it once, twice before.
Baruthia!
Baruthia. Hey, it's Mariana's. Like a good, properly trained pet, Baruthia responds as soon as he's called. Recognition comes as soon as my head snaps in the direction of the voice. Miss McCall's voice
Sorry.
hard to miss.
Did my cat hurt you? Miss Santos, was it? I'm surprised to see you here.
Nice to meet you again, Miss McCullough.
Hold on. Before we go any further, I have a theory. So Miss McCullough here, can't see my mouse, and then the Wrights, Hannah and Luke Wright, and I don't know why I said I've never met Luke yet. That's obviously Luke Wright, and that's Hannah Wright. But I think they're all in on this. I think they know what's happened to this house, and they're all kind of like in witchcraft and like supernatural stuff. That's my guess.
Were you harmed in any way? I'm sorry. Baruthiel's not exactly fond of other people. Even run away from the veterinarian right now.
Oh no, he was just sniffing my hand earlier.
My Baruthiel's a she.
She? All this time I thought. Pause in conversation, if this can be called one, is uncomfortable. We're merely two people working different jobs for the same client. Frankly, meetings like this don't happen a lot, and if it does, a simple nodding of heads is enough. Still, trying to be friendly wouldn't hurt, right? Well, okay, she doesn't have to be an asshole and be like, Baruthia is a she, fucking idiot. Just be like, oh yeah, she you know, you just drop like a subtle thing. You're not like, it's a he or it's a she. You're just like, oh yeah, so yeah, she ran away from the vet and I went looking for her, right? You see what I'm doing? Talk about her cat or talk about her job. Can I just leave? I have my art stuff. It's my day off. I have my art stuff and I have my groceries. If I have any frozen groceries, I need to get them home. But instead, I don't want to sit here and be friendly. It's like, well, it's nice to see you. Goodbye. And then you leave. That's what I should do. Talk about her cat or talk about her job. I'll keep talking about her cat since that's what's here now. I'm not going to talk to her about her job. I keep my tone cordial and warm. God damn it.
I'm actually surprised you have a cat, Miss McCullough.
And why exactly is that? There are a lot of people who have pets.
Yeah, but not a black one. I'm amazed you're taking care of one.
I don't understand what you're trying to get at. Is there a problem with my cat?
Yeah, so Isabel is a racist. Ooh, we've lost reputation with Mariana. She doesn't look happy. She doesn't look happy in this picture up here either. Not the one right next to her dialogue, the background picture. She does not look happy at all. I think Isabella is like a very dumb and naive person who takes everything very, very literally, no matter what it is. And she's very superstitious. Like I can understand like maybe like ghosts and paranormal stuff like that is possible, but she's like, oh, you have a black cat, like that's so odd. Like you're taking care of one of those. It's like, who cares what fucking color it is? You don't go around and it's like, that's a ladder, I can't walk under it. Oh my god, I never break a mirror in my life. Heaven forbid. You'll be okay.
No, not at all. She's very sweet. Just in other cultures, aren't they a sign of bad luck?
Oh my god, shut the fuck up. Back at home it is. My grandmother used to tell me stories about it, and
Nothing has happened to me so far.
Displeasure is evident on her face. I should have went with her job stuff. Of course, I've forgotten that for other people, black cats are an omen of good luck. Oh, I right-clicked out. But seriously, anyways, Isabella needs to shut the fuck up. I don't know how she works in real estate, but I feel like she does an awful job with it. Like, just a terrible job. Like, I feel like she doesn't know how to interact with people. She takes things way too seriously. Maybe I should have just let it... Maybe I should have just let Isabella die in episode 1. I think, yeah, because I think I left you guys on cliffhanger in episode 1. Maybe I should just let her die in that episode, but goddamn, she needs to... Yeah, Mariana's not... Big no-no. Shouldn't have talked about her cat. Should just... Yeah, should just fucked off. Oh, see? Nice. Let's continue. There you go again, running your mouth off, Isabella. I know. I racked my brain for a way to remedy the situation, but she holds out a hand.
This is a good place to stop and end this conversation, don't you think so? It is good to see you again, Santos.
What the Do either of these people know how conversations work whatsoever? What is wrong with these people? Maybe I just want everybody to die in this game. We'll see. A complete dismissal if I've ever heard one. Well, yeah, no shit. I watch her as she leaves, though she stops shortly before crossing the threshold separating the park and the street. Have you ever in your life been talking to somebody, and sure, like you're having, like, you know, it's not like a pleasurable conversation, or it's like, I'm an idiot, like, why'd I say that? And have you ever legitimately had somebody sit there and be like, yeah, this conversation's over? Like, unless if you're having maybe like an argument or something like that, or a disagreement, but it's just like, we're done here. Get out of my face, I'm leaving. She faces me again, looking like there's something she has forgotten to say. She looks concerned now.
By the way, about the Ermengarde mansion, with my clients, it's the rights, I mean?
Yes, I know.
I hope you don't mind me asking, but has the deal been finalized?
I don't know, lady. That's not
There's still a few papers they need, but the house is more or less theirs now.
Thank you. That's all I needed to know.
Wait, about the mansion.
Isabella, shut your face, Isabella. The letter, the same one they saw. Isabella, shut your mouth. Whoever she is, she's asking for help. Someone. I want to tell Miss McCullough that the urban legends aren't just legends anymore. They're real. ... She's not going to believe me.
Don't mind me. I need to go too.
Isabella,
Have a good day, Miss McCullough.
Quit bringing this shit up. I hasten to pick all the bags I've left on the bench and run as far as my legs can take me. In that moment, what I'm carrying in my hands weighs far lighter than the overwhelming guilt trying to consume me. Home. I want to go home. Anywhere where I won't be reminded of the house. Well, quit bringing it up then. Of her. Of my own cowardice. The food tastes less appetizing tonight. A pity. One would think that someone who had been on a continuous binge of instant noodles would find a home-cooked meal enjoyable. But it isn't. Hunger isn't what is gnawing at me tonight. Neither are my sore muscles. The TV runs loudly in the background, but what it says barely registers in my brain. It's hard when the things you're trying to forget keep returning to the forefront of your mind. It distracts you, eats at you, devours you. I wish this would stop. I wish I wasn't the one who picked it up. I wish it was somebody else.
In other local news, a woman was found dead in her home yesterday evening.
Oh shit.
Luxbourne police officials are currently investigating the crime scene, but has classified the case as homicide.
Uh-oh. Huh?
The victim, identified as Rose Pamela Cooper, 33 years old, working as a real estate agent.
Wait, Rose? Rose?
Discovered lying in a pool of blood in her two-bedroom flat
No!
with the words "Help me" repeatedly written on the walls.
Guys, our friend, Rose. Journal update. Journal update. Da, da, da. Saturday is an unexpected call. Two having a small talk. Okay, so that, guys, our friend Isabella. She's not on here though. I'm not our friend Isabella. Our friend Rose. She's not on this list though, so I don't really have to. It was bound to happen. And depending on, I guess, what our reputation is with everybody else, that'll determine yeah. So our co-worker Rose was brutally killed. And then, you see, they helped me. Oh no! Did I show her the letter? I think I did. Full of her own 2-bed with help me repeatedly. Oh, it's getting spooky. No. This isn't what I want. This isn't supposed to happen. None of this is supposed to happen. No one's supposed to die. Those are just stories, right? Legends? That's what everyone has kept telling me, so why? And immediately I rush to my study table in search of my phone. My hand, cold from dread, clings tightly to it as soon as it touches its edge. A piece of folded paper, the letter, lying unassumingly beside it, slips onto the floor when I pick up the device. But I pay it no mind. There are more important things. Right now. I need to call her. I was with her. I was just with her not too long ago and she said she was okay. No. So, either one of two things is going to happen. Either she is really, in fact, dead, or this is just another thing that's toying with me. Kind of like her being in the window display, or the... What else? There's another example, but I can't remember. Or like Rose being on the phone and saying, "Come to the attic" in episode 1. So either Rose will pick up the phone and she'll be there. Although this is a scripted death, since she's not one of the characters in this relationship, or the dead lady will pick up the phone. Let's see. No. It isn't Rose. I'm sure of it. I just talked to her, and a sob escapes me and hot tears begin to blur my vision. One after another, they trickle down, weighted by the very same guilt I refuse to admit I've been carrying from the start. The same one I've been hiding from. The same one that has put the people I care about in danger. My hands shake as I navigate to Rose's number on my contacts list. She'll answer, right? That's what she always does. She'll pick it up, tell me to turn down the waterworks, and call me a wuss afterwards.
She'll answer. Please answer, Rose.
Dead lady's gonna answer. Again and again I dial, whispering, praying, pleading.
Come on, Rose. Don't do this to me. Please pick up. I know you're there, Rose. You're not dead. Please tell me you're not.
This adds to the series of deaths and disappearances that has plagued Luxborn in the recent years. The authorities are currently looking at a possible link with the notorious Anselm Butcher case.
The TV runs loudly in the background. Deafening static sounds from my phone's speakers, but in my ears I can only hear the screams. Her pleas, her whispers. Help me. We are not safe. October 24th, a Monday. A buzzing sensation jolts me awake. My body still wants to sleep to forget what I heard, what I saw last night. But it's there, nudging, prodding at me. Slowly I become aware of how awkward my position is and the aches that accompany sleeping in a curled up position the night before. If I even slept at all. The memories are impossible to forget now that Rose is gone. They say it's easier when you say it out loud. Instead, the words weighed heavier on me each time. She's gone. Gone because of me. Gone because of one letter I was too curious to look at. I should have been more careful. Should have just kept my mouth shut. I should have destroyed it before anyone else had gotten involved. I should have. The notification light on my laptop blinks incessantly, mockingly. When I look at it, it's as if it's calling me back to the sense of reality. I check it nonetheless, out of habit. If it's one of those typical days, I'd happily comply and get myself to the office. Okay, so we will read this. The subject matter is strict attendance required today. From Joanne.Schultz at BrierRealtyCorp.com. To all BRC employees, in light of the recent events, there will be an all-staff emergency meeting from 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. today. Attendance is a must. Company changes, new hierarchy, and policies will be discussed during the meeting. Everyone is expected to bring a copy of their own attendance logs and sales reports for the last 6 months to be submitted to your respective managers for review. We are expecting everyone's cooperation. Thank you, Joanne Alice Schultz, BRC HR Manager. Okay. Interesting. Today my limbs just feel heavy. On one hand, going will keep me busy, take my mind elsewhere. On the other hand, this place in itself is a stark reminder of what my own fears have cost me. I should just... No, we need to go today. Because I'm sure everybody's required to be there to kind of, go through the history of everything. And I'm sure the police are there right now. I'm not going to stay at home. Staying at home alone by yourself, especially something as traumatic as that, definitely fucks with your head. So we're not going to do that. And so we're going to go to work today. I'm assuming the police are there for investigation, kind of see if there's any links between Rose's death and if there's, any kind of connecting dots that might help them with clues or anything else like that. So we'll go to work. That's the smart choice here. Moping won't get me anywhere. This is just like one of those things, isn't it? You deal with it with a smile, no matter how bad things get, and hope for the best. Although my whole body feels like lead and my limbs are sore, I push myself away from the chair and head for the shower. The letter I dropped on the floor last night flutters open as I pass by, unfolding for no one else but me to see. Every written word on it glares back at me. They sneer. They ridicule. Like living beings fully aware of what they've done. With the huff, I pick it up and shove it into my bag, perhaps with more anger and frustration than I'm used to showing. This too, I'll deal with. Somehow, I'll find a way and make things right. I have to. Before it takes more people from me. Even if I must do it on my own. Papers rustling, telephones ringing, feet shuffling. Overall, today looks like a typical working day at Briar Realty Corporation. Except it isn't. The air is thick with tension and unspoken questions. No doubt everyone present has already heard about Rose. If they missed last night's report, they'd likely see it in the morning news, in the papers, or on various news sites on the internet. Everywhere is a bitter reminder. In fact, everyone's giving me a wide berth, as though the mere mention of Rose would be enough to trigger something in me. It's appreciated, but it only serves to create a bigger hole in the place Rose has left. After lunch, my boss calls for a meeting. I don't have to look up from my work to know what it is about. He's in a strange, pensive mood today, probably out of respect for a dead colleague. Oddly, I appreciate it more if he just shouted at me today. Anything is better.
I'm sure you've all heard of what happened to Miss Cooper. She was a valued member of our team and she will be missed. There's no date for a funeral yet, but those who wish to attend, kindly speak with your respective supervisors. By the way, has anyone heard about our still AWOL staff? None? HR, you know what to do. Santos, a word? In my office?
After the end of it, I've been given the entirety of Rose's workload, including finalizing the rights papers, and have been promised an ample compensation for my efforts. I think he's expecting me to be happy about it. Instead, I immerse myself in my work. I have to anyway, if I want to forget. Time flies when you do, and by the time I give notice, it's already late. I'm employee of the month. Hell yeah, everyone's already gone, leaving me in the company of a radio and a member of our janitorial staff. I don't even know his name. Rose likely does. She remembers people
The
easily
Luxembourg Police
like that.
Department continues its search for the following reported missing people.
The radio blares one name after another. Hold on a second. Missing? Aren't they? Still, I have to check. Frantic, I turned back to my desktop. The loud tapping of my fingers against the keys fills the office for the better part of my shift as I look through everything. The background about the place, its history from the current owners, and the list of employees hired under BRC. And I'm right. Of course I am. BRC may have a lot of staff. They may have a lot of agents hired, but I remembered those names anywhere. After all, they're also part of the crew who worked with us in preparing the mansion for the open house. And they're gone now. Ooh. Then the letters. No, that can't be. I hope
But
it's not what
Rose
I'm
is-
thinking. Something snaps into place in the fraction of a moment. These people, Rose,
to-
the letter.
No, if it's like this, they still won't believe me. I have to make sure of it first.
Evidence doesn't lie. That's what Ash often says, right? If I have proof, then maybe, I don't want to get my hopes up yet, but maybe there's still a way I can save them. The letter, my phone, papers, and anything that will be useful, I grab all of them and stuff them in my bag. I can't stay here. There's something I need to do. There's something those people should. The noise cuts sharply through the room, stopping my hand short of cramming a pen into my bag.
Hello? Anyone there?
Somebody's printing off some help me. Someone must have left the printer open again. I may be in a hurry, but if I don't turn it off, another person's certainly going to have a fit tomorrow over wasted company resources. Most of the time, it's Rose who does the nagging, but the clicking of my pen in my hand is a welcome distraction as I search for the said object. Each stride my feet takes also echoes through the empty workplace. Dude, it's another help me paper. I've lost sight of the janitor minutes ago, and with me being the only one left, the tapping of my feet against the wooden floor is something I soon learned to appreciate. It doesn't take me long to find it. By the time I turn it off, 5 pages are already strewn about on the ground, the paper tray having also been left ajar. Sighing, I pick them up each and put something proper, but the page that greets me next makes my blood run cold. Yeah, 5 pages. Chill that makes its way up my spine is as numbing as the day in the attic. The sheets crinkle under my tense grip. All I can hear is my breathing as it rasps through my gritted teeth. But before I can even gather myself, take the first steps out of here, total darkness suddenly envelops me. Oh, are you gonna give me another quick time? Oh, fuck, dude. As if I'm hearing every horrid thought running inside my head right now as something happens. Soft creak grating through the thin veil of stillness that has descended in the room. Every muscle, every bone in my body goes rigid at the sound. Familiar. So familiar now. Yet my own traitorous curiosity still presses me to take a careful peek over the cubicle walls. Don't give me another quick time event. It's her. You bastard. Standing in the only exit in the office, a light facing away from me. She doesn't even need to turn around for me to know it's the same misshapen face, tattered clothes, and unsightly gait. The same person in the attic. I take a step back, the pen I'm holding slips from my hand, and... oh no. Her entire head turns. No, fuck off. Ah, fuck, dude. I scream, almost skip my mouth, and I duck under my table as quickly as I can. My heart is pounding hard against my chest. I can hear the bone-chilling sounds of her walk, the weird clicking that follows her, and telltale squelch of something wet. Nearer and nearer. The sounds are slowly getting louder. The only thing keeping the whimper from escaping me is my hand as it covers my mouth. Someone please save me. Anyone. Oh, I close my eyes, muttering a continuous stream of prayers, all while attempting to stay my own breathing. Don't close your fucking eyes. Please, please, don't let her hear me. You're gonna open your eyes, she's gonna fucking be there. Oh my god, what is this? To stop the... Wait. Use spacebar to stop the pointer at the right time. Fuck. Oh. You fucker. Goodbye, I'm dead. Paralysis. Necrotic paralysis. See you later, I'm dead. That's... Fuck, dude. I fucked it up.
Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name.
That's the
Thy
game.
kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven.
Quit praying.
Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us.
I'm fucked.
And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Amen.
When the last lines of my prayer have left me, all that remains is a hush. None of her footsteps, nor those chilling sounds she makes. I fucked up, guys. We're going down. Only silence. Is it safe? Don't open your eyes. Another second passes and when nothing comes. Don't open your eyes. She's... What? You fuck... Game... Wow, look at that. Game over. We just gamed over, guys. Now, we have to continue the game. Oh, that's interesting that I could just get a... I can just get a game over. Okay, well, we'll do this right this time. Success. Success. Well, that's kind of sad that it... Ooh, barely had that. I think it's kind of upsetting in a way that it's just like, hey, you failed this quick time event, your game's over. But you can continue if you do it right. The seconds, minutes stretch out before me agonizingly. Is she gone? Slowly open my eyes to take a peek. I don't dare move or make a noise. In the face of such terror, I can only beg, let out silent pleas to whoever is out there. Please, please don't let her notice. I want to live. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Hannah. It is far too... Oh, we went... Hold on, guys. We just went back in time to October 17th. So at some point, we will all notice these strange coincidences, and then we'll all meet together. So now we are going to play as Hannah. Yeah? Interesting. Okay, so that was all. Okay, so 1, 2. Jesus, it's gonna be like 50 parts. So that was all of Isabella's arc, and then we'll all meet at the end. So we didn't really change with Hannah or Luke. Ashton we got better with. Rebecca we lost some. Mariana we lost some. And Zachary we got better with. But now we are on to Hannah. And you know what? We will end the episode there. Episode 6. We're probably only like 20% of the way through the game, it seems like at this point. Hope you all enjoyed, and have a good day.